If I told you that in the end of the third week of January of 2024, that activity is higher than what it was last year and prices are going up, would you believe me? Well, it's actually true. I'm going to share that with you at the end of this video. Let's talk about it. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on. Here are the active listings. So this is the beginning of the year here, week 1, 2, and we're calling this week 4. It's really the beginning of week 4 statistically for us. 7742 listings versus 7484 last year. So we're basically tracking the same amount of listings in terms of new actives. That's new homes that hit the market. We're tracking almost exactly the same. In fact, we're slightly lower than what came on the market in 2023. And in pendings, we're comparing this dot to this dot. We're actually, I've got a Zoom meeting, we're actually a little bit higher, 667 versus 661, almost exactly the same in terms of new pending listings. So what that means to you, if you're in the market either buying or selling, is that, and we'll go down here to this graph here, the number of new pendings is actually outstripping the number of new actives. And for the first several weeks of this year, that was not the case. It wasn't dramatically different, but we're really close. We got about 30 more pendings than we did active listings last week. I think that trend will continue. And what that does is it shows me weeks of inventory here. And you can see at the beginning of the year, of course, this was really reporting the last week of December, even though it says January 1st. If we track it, we can see that weeks of inventory is down. So we had 11.69 weeks of inventory versus 11.5 last year, same week. So it's pretty darn good, right? And then one of the things that's a driving force, of course, is interest rates. We saw rates bump up a little bit for a couple of weeks, just barely, and now it's back to the downward trend. So 6.6% 30-year fixed rate as reported by Freddie Mac. That's pretty darn good. So that's one of the reasons why it's driving activity and prices up. The other reason is just low inventory in the beginning of the year, our normal cycle. Okay, now this is median closing price. So this is always a lagging number because we report, these numbers usually the middle of the month for the previous month. So December, it went from 424 was the median price for the Austin Metro to up to 443. So that's a nice little jump there of about $20,000. So if you look at these graphs here year over year, there is seasonality to the market. It peaks in the summer, late spring, early summer. And remember, these are closed. So when you look at the peaks, that the pendings actually happen a month or even 2 months before the peak. So further indication that we're going to have a really great year this year in 2024 in terms of real estate. So pardon my dog barking in the background. Anyway, we want to share with you what's happening specifically in your area. So reach out to us so we can let you know, and we will talk to you next week. Thanks.